today. From Bills Stadium in Orchard Park, New York, it's a special Christmas Day edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
Well, they indeed love their football here in upstate New York as you look inside of... And we are underway in Buffalo. Returning it, Johnson. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. So out come the Steelers now for their first drive. And we get a glance here at their leader, the man who will be calling the plays under center.
And no excitement unless you're on the defensive team of last week in his numbers, because the only excitement he really generated was the one interception he threw.
Yeah, no touchdown pass.
Yeah, and his team wasn't real thrilled about that. And they lost the game. So I know this week has been tough on him because he's been working hard. Fundamentals, footwork, finding the right targets. And bottom line, how do they get a win?
Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, second down. He takes this for 3 to the 29. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Now a throw left sideline here is complete. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Gain of 7. First down, Pittsburgh.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. They'll find Juju Smith-Schuster. And he'll go out of bounds. It appears right at the 45. The numbers for Smith-Schuster in that game last week. 7 catches, 79 yards.
And he's able to pull that last pass in, but this is usually a pretty tough unit to try and maneuver against. They're in the top 10 in the league against the pass, and you and I both know there's not much difference between 1 and 10.
He'll find Smith-Schuster. That's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Again, he'll drop the throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll get 3 down at the 34-yard line. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day. Well, they picked up a portion of it, but not all that they needed. Now that leads to a decision on 4th and 1. Let's see what they decide to do.
So on 4th down, the Steelers call on the number of Chris Boswell for the field goal try. This will be from 49 yards out. And Boswell's kick is good. And the Steelers will jump out to a 3-zip lead.
3, Bills nothing.
No touchdown there, but if that first drive is any indication, looks like they're going to have a pretty good day passing the football.
I would say confidence would have to be pretty high after that first drive, able to throw it almost at will. You're exactly right. They didn't get the touchdown, but 3 points serves as a nice notice about how this offense is going to move.
Out comes the offense for the Bills, led by their quarterback at 6'5". That's Josh Allen.
It's a pretty bland game he had last time out. Ended up throwing 1 interception. Didn't have a touchdown to offset it. But the team found a way to win. He found a way to lean on other parts of the offense that carried them through.
Devin Singletary with his first carry of the game. There on the tackle, Minkah Fitzpatrick. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and
a play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. Wide open receiver complete. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good. It's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. Now the first carry for Zach Moss. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6.
4 yards on the pickup.
They'll run out of the gun with Singletary.
At the Steelers' 37-yard line.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. He needed 3. He got 2. Now that'll set up an interesting situation here on 4th and a yard.
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the first down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
From here, this would have been a 48-yarder, but no, they're going to go for it. Singletary, they'll run for it. And he's got the first as they'll bring him down at the 28-yard line.
That's good.
A gain of 4 on the play. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. And he'll take this down just shy of the 25-yard line. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
A gain of 2. Brings up 2nd and 8.
And now they'll throw with Allen. Throwing middle, but it's incomplete. Tommy Sweeney, the intended receiver. But now it's 3rd down.
Complete.
From the gun, it's Allen going for it all. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off with great anticipation. And he'll actually lose 6 yards on the return. But I don't think they care. They've got the football back. What a start defensively. Your offense goes out, gets the touchdown, and then you get the interception. Just perfect.
How about the discipline that they showed on defense? Because after the offense scored to go up 7-zip, you would think they might be a little extra aggressive trying to get back at them. Instead, they read their keys well. When they took the shot downfield, they were more than prepared for that one.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Tackle made there by Matt Milano.
2nd and 10. At the
back to throw now on 2nd and 10. Completion here to Claypool. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
15 yards. First down, Steelers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
Number 23.
Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
At the 38-yard line.
On 2nd down, they'll try and run the counter.
The running back.
Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports. 3rd and inches, and they've got some extra beef up front. 3 tight ends. A handoff as they run the counter play. And he brings this up to the 46. Good enough for the first. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. On on play action. They'll throw. Going top shelf for Smith-Schuster. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
For Juju Smith-Schuster.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And the Bills are going to get him as he goes down. A.J. Epinesa has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if I have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, their quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
And the Steelers on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. And Oliver in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year.
I remember when I was a kid, and all I wanted was a nickel so I could get that soda down at the fountain. And guess what? The nickel came into play well. 5 defensive backs, they covered well, allowed for the sacks.
Sodas were a nickel when you were a kid?
No, I just needed the extra nickel so I could pay the proper price.
Okay, how much were they? A dime? What were they?
15 cents.
And just a... single punt for him in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Taken from just outside the 30. That'll go as a 42-yard punt, but a net of 32. They had a 10-yard return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. So here come the Bills out for their second drive. They trail 3-0 after the INT last time led to a field goal, but now another fresh start here, 1st and 10. Singletary to get the drive started. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. So the shotgun snap to Allen. That's caught by his tight end, Dawson Knox. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
Makes it 3rd and 3.
They'll try and run for this with Moss. And he won't be close to a 1st down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On 4th down, on is Corey Bojorquez to punt. This is away, but boy, headed straight for the sidelines. And no return here. Where will they spot it? They say just outside the 20-yard line. Pittsburgh set to take over again on offense. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And up to the 35 before they're able to knock him down. Give him 13 yards on the opening play of the drive and also give him a 1st down.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
Now this one to his running back out of the backfield. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
First down, Steelers.
From the shotgun now, here's an inside give. Room here to run. There he goes, right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers are going to add on to their lead.
Well, that's a good-looking rookie right there. I love how he let the play set up and then showed that explosiveness that I saw on tape in college. Remember I showed you the clip of what he was doing and setting up blocks, and then he would just go? We saw it on that play right there. That one was fun to watch.
It's up and good, and that'll increase their lead to 10-zip. Just a 4-play drive that time. And a long run there in the end to top it off. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Isaiah McKenzie now on the return. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
Take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Buffalo set to get the football back here. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. Here's Allen to throw it. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And the return will stop right around the 25. You don't see this often. A quarterback of his caliber, 2 first-half interceptions.
It's absolutely surprising because it happens so rarely. You're searching for what reason, what's going on out there. It's not just maybe the defense is playing well. Is his horoscope off? His biorhythms? What is it?
You went horoscope on us, David.
Well, I was thinking maybe REM sleep was off. I'm trying to come up with something.
Anything, right? They'll try and start this drive in the air. To the right side to Eric Ebron. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6 at the 21-yard line.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. They couldn't get anything going there out of the right side of the flat of the swing pass.
And didn't we have a discussion with their staff about wanting to get the backs more involved in the passing game? Huge emphasis for this game, but obviously the defense had other plans and really made a nice play.
They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Able to hit his target, Claypool. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
Boswell's kick is good. And that'll push the lead up to 13-0.
Bills nothing.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Buffalo offense and Devin Singletary heading back out there. They haven't been able to get him on track. They haven't been able to get this offense on track. No points so far.
Maybe it's time to start doing a few different things. Throwing the ball a little bit, maybe featuring other people touching it for a while, and then you've got a chance to come back to it when things have changed a little bit.
Allen hit. He lost the football.
The quarterback sacked. Fumble on the play.
Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
Two minutes remaining in this first half of football. So they keep the football, but now face second and long. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. It's Knox, the tight end, making the catch. Now the Steelers use the first of their 3 timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. On third down, they go with Singletary. And he'll get this up only to about the 22. The Steelers signal for the second of their timeouts. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And Bojorquez on to punt as he gets it away. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's...
And they take him down. The Bills get to him.
A loss of 9.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. And he'll give it here to his running back. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
Tackle made at the 38-yard line.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. Going touch, and that's caught inside the 30. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Juju Smith-Schuster. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers find a way to stretch their lead. He put quite a bit of air underneath that touchdown pass. Of course, we knew that he had the strong arm.
That part was easy. You could see that throughout his college career. But what you want to know about a rookie is when the pressure's on, can you throw with touch? He just did right there. And, boy, it was pretty.
Extra point now by Boswell. And that one pushes the lead up to an even 20. Scoring summary, 3-play drive. And it ends with the Steelers finding the end zone. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Returning it, Isaiah McKenzie. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29.
1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the 2nd quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Looking left side, it's complete. He's got it. Now the Bills will use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they're marching off another 15 against your squad.
Throwing on first down is Allen. A quick throw going to be caught by Diggs. Now here's a timeout as they're going to get it with 8 seconds remaining here in the first half. On first down, Allen. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3.
On for the field goal. A 20-yard attempt.
The kick by Bass is good. And the Bills are forced to settle for 3.
The score, Steelers 20, Bills 3.
Well, not the best first half facing this deficit, but at least they did put 3 on the board before half.
Yeah, it's a little bit like that stormy, cloudy day, and the sun peeks through just for a second. They saw the sun there. They're hoping to see a little bit more of it in the second half.
So we've reached halftime here on Christmas Day. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thank you very much. Merry Christmas to you at home as we take you around the NFL on this 25th day of December. We'll begin out west at Levi Stadium in Santa Clara. And it's the Cardinals who have the lead as they play the second quarter. DeAndre Hopkins, a touchdown catch in that first half. From there, we're off to check out another game. And things didn't go so well as it was the visiting Raiders who come in and grab the victory. 35-28 the final as they win by a touchdown. Meanwhile, in our game, it's been a back-and-forth first half. Who can put it together in the second half? For the answer, we turn it back over to our broadcast team of Brandon Gaudin and Charles Davis.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Bills trail here, but they will get the football first as we are back underway on EA Sports. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
At their own 29-yard line.
Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
To pick up a 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 32-yard line.
Singletary here running out of the gun. And he'll work this one up to about the 38.
26.
A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6.
At the 38-yard line.
Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He completes it to the tight end, Knox. And he is going to have a Bills first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So much for the run on 3rd and 1. Instead, it's a big chunk in the pass game. First down.
That's a big gainer on that play, and from experience, I can tell you, that's where defensive backs will come into the huddle and say, guys, how about some pass rush? But you're going to say it nicely because those big guys up front, they don't like being criticized very much. Quarterbacks in this league, you know they'll pick you apart if you give them time like that to find receivers downfield.
Allen's throw is complete. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
This is a draw play. Allen gives to Singletary. And maybe Shane's in the steel curtain here as the Steeler defense drops him behind the line again. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, Allen finding Knox there, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 16 yards there, and the Bills have a 1st down. I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10. Allen going to give this one to Singletary. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd.
Operating from the gun. Allen. This will be caught just inside the 10. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. They'll try and run for this with Singletary. And he's able to pick up the 1st before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. A 5-yard gain, and now they're set up 1st and goal. That right there, a good sign for a team that's had trouble converting 3rd down so far this year. They're in the bottom 5 in the NFL, but they come through there.
Yeah, and I bet if we put our guy Marvin on the case and say, Marvin, tell us where they rank on 3rd and what, right? I bet they're in the top 5 in the league on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, 3rd and 7 or more, because that's how you end up not converting. Just too much yardage to pick up on 3rd down.
It looks like a jumbo set with 3 tight ends here for 1st and goal. Throwing now is Allen. And that is caught. Touchdown, Buffalo. Stephon Diggs. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Bills cut into that lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
It's up. It's good. That'll make the scoreline 20-10. A 10-play drive that time. And it culminates in a Bills touchdown. Things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Here again comes the captain of this offense leading his crew back out there now. And maybe he's starting to wave the white flag a little bit. He's playing pretty well, but the pressure, it's got to him.
Has to find a way to step around it, step through it, or just handle it. Because, as you mentioned, he's having a pretty good day overall. Just the hits keep coming and taking those sacks. That's not the way that they want to finish a ball game with their quarterback on the ground so much.
He'd like to stay upright when he's been upright. And on this challenge, the refs have to take a peek and see whether or not the receiver was able to dot the I with both feet,
while making sure that he possesses the football all the way through the catch.
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And as a coach, you hate that. Don't know if you took the advice of the player, you threw it yourself, but it didn't go your way.
At the end of the day, it all comes back to the head coach. He has the final determination on whether to actually challenge the play or not. In this case, it didn't pay off for him.
And that's got to be so heartbreaking. You throw that flag, you probably feel really confident, and then all of a sudden, boom, you lose the challenge.
Yeah, when you take a look at it, you're throwing that flag because you believe you're going to be right. And when it comes back the other way, you have to regroup.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Now a handoff here to his running back. They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Matt Milano on the tackle. 4 yards on the pickup.
Back to throw here. Ebron with it over the middle. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. That one a 1st down pickup of 8. And he has now hit number 500. Charles, that is his 500th NFL career catch.
Definitely worthy of applause, but I remember when 500 meant you were going to the Hall of Fame. Nowadays, in today's football, 500 puts you on the path, a significant number.
He finds some way to turn this into positive yardage as he struggles forward for a pickup of about 2. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. He'll get that one complete to Connor. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
A 2-yard gain on the play. And it's 3rd down.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, well,
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the 1st.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
They'll run on 1st down with Singletary. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
43-yard line. A gain of a yard.
A play fake to Singletary, and now it's Allen. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And they're going to have themselves another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 28. And at this stage, down in the 2nd half, looks like they just wanted to find a way to get it in the hands of their playmaker, and they did.
I think you're exactly right. I don't think the coordinator's looking at his play sheet and trying to figure out which play will work well. He's trying to figure out how to get the ball to the playmaker that you just described. Looking down at that sheet, you find people plays, not necessarily X's and O's, and that's exactly what they did there.
They'll run on 1st down. Singletary, and he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the gain there as time will run out on this 3rd quarter of play. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
He's going to go up top for the end zone. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Mike Hilton.
By the Steelers. They'll take over 1st and 10.
Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December. Right, it is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
Pittsburgh's offense now heading back out onto the field. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. First carry for James Conner. And if there was a lane there, it closed up quickly as he stopped for no gain. 2nd down.
On the tackle. No gain on the play. brings up 2nd and 10.
Again, a run with Conner. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23. The Steelers on 3rd down. 3 for 7 so far in this game. This is 3rd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
The Steelers send out their punter now as he's on here to punt it away. Call it an even 40-yard punt, 7-0 on the return. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. Out come the Bills as we take a look at the playoff race in the AFC. And with the final fortnight of games upon us, teams jockeying for position. Some of these games really starting to take enormous importance as they always do this time of year.
I like how you use fortnight.
Yeah, you're impressed, aren't you?
I am impressed. That means 2 weeks, if I'm not mistaken, correct?
That does.
But how about exactly what you're talking about? Going down the stretch, how much importance is placed on these games? Look, everyone talks about every game's important. When you get to this time of year, maybe that importance gets quadrupled. And that's where we are right now to see who can make their last run, their last push to get into the playoffs.
You cannot write these guys off just yet, not with a quarterback like that under center.
You mean it actually crossed your mind with him running the team that you could actually maybe write this game off?
Not yet.
Not a chance. Not with him. We've seen it too many times.
Here's Allen on 1st and 10. Pressure comes, and the Steelers take him down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. Allen off the play fake. Trying to lay one up deep. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there, trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Going deep for Diggs. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off at the 16.
Intercepted by the Steelers. They'll take over.
Well, you're trailing. It's the 4th quarter, and you've got to throw the football. But the defense knows this, too. So they're just going to sit back, bring in an extra defensive back or two, the old nickel or dime strategy, Brandon, and wait for you to put that bad boy up for grabs. And this one winds up being intercepted.
The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Absolutely nobody fooled there. He's going nowhere fast as he stopped behind a line of scrimmage.
Brandon, it's clearly a running situation when you're up in the 4th quarter. They're going to have to stack the box and make it difficult for them to move the ball.
Made it very difficult right there. Now they need to repeat that effort.
Yeah, bring 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take to slow them down.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He's going to air one out. He's got it at the 15. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play that time for Pittsburgh. 45 yards.
There's the arm strength that we saw in college and during the scouting process. And really, it's not just the arm strength there, but the placement as well. To me, that was an excellent combination of arm talent and accuracy.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
I think it's okay there. They didn't get a whole lot on that play, but it's nice to have a safety valve that's built like this guy. Big target, guy you can spot pretty easily. Put it on him when your other targets aren't open.
On second down now, it's Connor, and he's going to get forward for about 5, but that may be coming back. What say you, Mr. Referee? They get the versatile Cameron Irving that time, former first-round pick out of Florida State. He'll look to throw. He'll get this to Connor underneath. And a good gain here of 9 from the 19 down to the 10.
Complete to James Conner. A 9-yard gain on the play.
The Steelers on third down. They've converted 3 times in 8 chances. This will be 3rd and 6. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Eric Ebron. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers, they broaden their lead. He has really settled in throwing the football, and that touchdown here in the 4th quarter gives him a pretty comfortable cushion.
He may be a rookie, but he's playing like 4th quarter, and the QBing is easy. How about this guy? Youngster, not worried about anything, just cutting it loose and having fun.
And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. So that drive spanned 5 plays. And it ends with a Pittsburgh touchdown. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. Their mini 2-game win streak appears it might be going by the wayside unless they can pull a rabbit out of their hat. Allen and the Bills now with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. He's back to throw here to start the drive. Working the middle here, that's complete to Knox, the tight end. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
From midfield, here's Allen. The throw on target to his receiver, McKenzie. And he's got this down to the 35. 15 more yards there, and quickly another 1st down.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Allen. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Singletary, incomplete. Leads to 2nd and 10.
Allen will try again on 2nd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And down right around the 32-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Now Allen again. This is caught, and he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Isaiah McKenzie, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
The throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Pass on for the extra point. And the lead is trimmed down to 10. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it ends in a Buffalo touchdown. 2 scores down, 2 timeouts at their disposal. This is a critical onside kick. And this doesn't work. The Steelers recover it. Fourth quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
On 1st and 10 is Conner. And he's taken down inside the 30. That one good for 14 yards and a Steeler first.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get in behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Right back to Conner here on 1st. Down right around the 25. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. This, in all probability, another run here on 2nd and 8. They stay on the ground. Here's Conner again. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. They'll try and run for it with Conner. And he's going to take it in for a Steeler touchdown. James Conner, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Steelers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside at 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Boswell good with the extra point, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
The Bills going to take over again on offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares?
And my goodness, another interception. Picked off at the 33, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. I think you and I were a little surprised back earlier in the game when he threw his 2nd interception. I mean, who would have thought a quarterback of his caliber picked now 5 times?
It's beyond stunning to me because we're used to that with maybe a quarterback with less experience or less talent. But a quarterback of his caliber, I can't believe what we've just seen.
Absolutely. If you would have told me this coming into the ball game, I would have said never, not in a million years. But here we go. And we'll see if the defense wants to stop it as they take the knee. 2nd and 11 now. They run with Conner. And he's taken down after a gain of 3 as they move it from the 22 to the 19. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Down to a knee one more time, and that should just about do it. And well, they could just run this clock out, but here is the field goal unit on 4th down. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. Well, I know at points in this when you wanted to close your eyes because of all the points that were being put on the scoreboard. You're a defensive guy, but it was a fun little track meet, wasn't it?
It was, and you know the people really enjoyed this game? They're the ones that like going to batting practice at the Major League Baseball parks, right? Seeing the 14-11 game, that sort of deal, that's right up their alley with what we saw in this one.
So for the Steelers, it's a critical win for them as it gets them to 9-6 on the year. And they'll head back home next